Hi everyone, Vanessa here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to learn how to make or how to crochet a wallet or a card holder. So here are all the things that we'll need. We'll need yarn. I'm using polyester yarn, the smaller strand. So I'll put the details in the description. We'll need a lighter. We'll need a darning needle. We'll need a crochet hook. I'm using a 3.5 millimeter. Then I'll need a tape measure. We'll need also a pair of scissors to cut whenever we need to cut the yarn. Anyway, without wasting time, let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with 45 chains, yeah? To do that, we're going to first do a slip knot, yeah, then go in with 45 chains. So the 45 chains should be about 8 inches, yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So this is our foundation chains. These are our foundation chains, sorry. We're going to go in every stitch with evenmost stitch. So it comprises of 2 stitches. So we are going to alternate between half double crochet and a slip stitch, yeah. Let's do that. Let me show you how that will be. So in the second chain, we are going to make a slip stitch, yeah. And to make a slip stitch, you simply go into the chain, yarn over, pull through. So you'll have two loops on your hook. Then you pull through. Sorry, let's do that again. Enter into the second chain, yarn over. So the yarn that we grabbed, this loop, is going to go through this other loop. Like that. So that's called a slip stitch. So after the slip stitch, we go in with a half double crochet. So half double is yarn over, insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through. So when you pull through, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, then yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops. So that's a half double crochet. So you will go in, because remember we said we are alternating between a slip stitch and a half double crochet stitch. So the next one will be a slip stitch, yeah. You enter into the next chain, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 loops. So this second loop will go into this first loop, and that's called a slip stitch, yeah. Our next stitch will be a half double crochet. We yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. When you pull through, you'll have 3, yeah. So you yarn over, pull through all the 3 to create a half double crochet. Our next will be a slip stitch. Enter into the next chain, yarn over, pull through to be left with 2 chains. which you then pull the first chain towards the hook into the last chain here to create a slip stitch. So that's going to be pretty much our pattern all through. Yeah. So let's crochet until the end. Let's meet when we finish the row. Then we'll see how to join or to go to other subsequent rows. So let me do that off camera, then we'll come back. So this is what we have at the end of the first row. Yeah, and we need to have 44 stitches all together, because remember we started with 45 and we omitted one chain, so that leaves us with 44. That left us with 44 chains, and if we are working into every of the 44 chains, it means that at the end of it we should have 44 stitches. So to get onto the next row, we are going to yarn over, turn our work, and go into the first stitch with a slip stitch. Remember we said for a slip stitch, we insert our hook into the stitch that we are working in, yarn over, pull through to be left with 2 loops. So we're going to pull this loop that is pointing towards the hook into this other, yeah. So we're going to just pull it through and a slip stitch will be created. Then the next stitch, in the next stitch we'll go in with a half double crochet, yarn over, get into the stitch, yarn over, pull through to be left with 3 stitches, rather 3 loops. Yeah, then we yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops, and that is a half double crochet. The next will be a slip stitch, which will be insert the hook into the stitch that you're working in, yarn over, pull through to remain with 2 loops, then pull through into that loop. So this is what we have. So we are going to continue that pattern until we finish this row. Let's do that together. Please note that in every row we should have 44 stitches. It shouldn't go above by even a stitch or below by a stitch, otherwise your work will look very sketchy, very untidy. So let's do that. So basically we are going to be building on the rows. We are going to make all the rows with this same pattern or the same stitch, even more. Nothing is going to change. So after every row, you chain 1, turn your work, and continue that pattern until we arrive at a particular inch. So for me, in my case, I'm looking for 7 inches in height. So the dimensions are 8 inches. 8 inches the width, and then the length is 7 inches, something like that. Okay, let's finish this row. We start another row and then we see what happens after. So after the second row, we should have something like this. See how beautiful that is looking. It's beginning to take shape. So to start our third row, we're going to yarn over, pull through to make a chain, turn our work, and then the pattern continues. Start our row with a slip stitch, followed by a half double, followed by a slip stitch, followed by a half double. Slip stitch, half double, like that. So I'd like us to continue this pattern until we achieve 7 inches. So I'll work off camera and come back to show you and come back. We'll continue when I've achieved my 7 inches. See you. Nice time crocheting. Hello guys, so we are back at so this is what we have. It's almost like a square after 8.5 inches. So as opposed to what I had said before that would make 7 inches, I realized it would not be enough, so I added 1.5 more inches. So this is what we have. See how neat that looks. So the final work should be something like this. So what we're going to do now is to create the inside pockets. I want us to make about 3 parts, 2 being 3.5 in height, then the last one being around 2 inches in height. Yeah, so they will fit here. One will fit here, the other will fit here, and then we'll have the shorter one, the one that is 2 inches will fit after the 3.5 inch one in height, I mean. So let's get right into it. So these ones should be simpler to achieve because we are going to use double crochets, and if you know anything about double crochets is that they build up a lot faster than half double crochet. Yeah, so to achieve that we are going to do what we did. We're going to start with chains of 42. Remember, I've set chains here with 45, but then we want it to be slightly smaller than this in terms of width. Yeah, so it's going to be slightly smaller so that now it can fit. So the goal is to make it fit here, so when we are sewing it's better. So we'll see as it goes. Okay, let's put this aside and then work our inner pockets. Yeah, so we said we are going to do 42 inches, make our slip knot, then make. So let's quickly check if they would fit in. Okay, let's make it 40 chains. Yeah, I think 40 chains would be perfect because 40 chains are a lot better, because the plan is to make it not surpass this line. Anyway, let's go right into making our double crochets. Yes, so we are going to yarn over, go into our second chain, yarn over, pull up, then yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, pull through 1. So that's our first double crochet. Yarn over, insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, you remain with 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through 1. So you see our second double crochet. So we are going to do this for the rest of the row. So let's crochet up to the end of the row and get back and see what our subsequent rows will look like, how we get into the next rows. So this is after the first row. So let's check if it almost fits our first panel. Oh yes, it does. I think it does perfectly. Even if it stretches, we are still good. Okay, so let's go in with the next. Let's go and do the next row. So for the rest, to start the next row, we are going to yarn. We're going to make a chain. Sorry. Turn our work and go into every single stitch with double crochets. So remember, our intended height is 3.5 inches. That's the height we are hoping to achieve. The subsequent rows should be easier to work with. Okay, so I suggest that we all crochet up to the point where we achieve 3.5 inches in height, and then we'll come back. By now you should have 3 additional panels. So remember the inside pockets we said would be made out of double crochets, yeah, or whatever stitch you choose. I chose double crochet because it builds up a lot faster, yeah. Yeah, so the dimensions here, 3.5 inches long for one, 3 inches for the other, the one that will fit this side. Yeah, then 2.5 will be paired with the one that is 3.5 inches long in height. Yeah, so this is what we have. So the plan is to sew like this, to attach these pockets onto the main panel. I hope that is clear. Attach here, sew here, and sew here, and then we'll be almost done with our work. So after sewing, you'll notice that it now closes properly. Hey guys, so I just finished to sew in the pockets into the bigger panel. So this is what we have. We have the bigger pocket. So this is like, in here you can put your knots. Then there's also this pocket. Then there's this smaller one that you can put your cards. Yeah, so this is how it looks. You close it like this. So I also made something else. I made this to close up. So there we go. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Bye.